Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon, dear students. Welcome to our science class. So today is Wednesday and the date is 6th of October 2021. Thank you, Fatuma, for the heart. Please do not draw on the screen again. Okay? Thank you. All right, girls. Yesterday we said that there are some living things. What do? They make their own food. If they make their own food, what do we call them? Please, if you know the answer, you can open your mic. Yes, ya Mariuma.
Photosynthesis.
Okay, they use the process photosynthesis, but what do we call them who make their own food?
Producers.
Excellent. We call them producers because they are living things. They make their own food. Well done. Okay, what do they need, Yalin al-Bahith, to make their own food? What do they need?
They need the sunlight
Excellent.
and water, and they need a carbon dioxide.
So, excellent, Yalin. They need energy from sunlight, and the
And
water,
water to drink.
and carbon dioxide from where? From the air. Excellent.
Air.
Thank you,
From the
Yali.
air.
They make their own food in the leaves. So they don't make it in the kitchen, they make it in the leaves. This is why we call it a producer. They make their own food in their bodies and they produce sugars. So what do they produce, ya Batul? They produce
sugar.
Excellent. Whoever eats these plants, they will have the same energy, or they will take the energy from this plant and it will be in them. Today, girls, we are going to learn about other living things. What do they eat? They eat other living things. So they are living and they will eat other living things.
Miss, can I say what animal usually eats some of the animals?
Let me ask you the question and I want you to answer me. Okay, Batul? Look at this giraffe. Giraffe is a living thing and it's eating what?
It's eating the leaves of the tree.
Okay, the leaves of the tree. Is it a living thing or not?
Is a living thing.
Excellent. It is a living thing. So living, eating other
It
living
does make
things.
the food for the whole body of the
Okay,
plant.
we don't call them producers. Do you know why? Because they don't make their own food. A giraffe is a consumer. So again now,
They
what
use
is a
each
giraffe?
other inside.
A giraffe is a consumer. Why? Because a consumer
Miss,
is a
circle
living
it.
thing. Yes, please. A living thing that eats other living thing.
Miss, what is the page?
Just a minute.
Miss,
170.
Thank you.
So, living things who eat other living things, are they producers or consumers? A giraffe is a living thing. It will eat another living thing, which is a plant. What do I call it? I call it a consumer. Huh?
Yes.
What do I call it?
Woman.
A consumer.
Consumer.
Okay, guys. A consumer. In a minute, ya Habibi Lamar. After we finish explaining the lesson, we will go to the notebook and we will write down all the kinds of living things, okay? Very good. Please, ya Batul, when you answer and finish, close your mic, okay? Very good. Now, guys, Habibi, living things can be different kinds. Do they all eat plants? Do all animals eat only plants? Can you tell me?
No.
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 Excellent, excellent. Animals can
Animals eat. Some animals eat other animals. Some animals eat grass. Some animals eat trees.
excellent. And there are some animals can eat both. Now let's see. A giraffe can eat what? A giraffe only plants. A giraffe will eat only plants. So I will call this animal a herbivore. What am I going to call this animal? Herbivore. Say it after me.
A herbivore.
A herbivore. Why it's a herbivore? Because it's eat only plants. What about this turtle? Look at this turtle. This turtle will eat the seaweed. Also, it can eat other animals. Like who? Like a squid or a scallops. So, can I call this turtle a herbivore? No, because it eats plants and animals. Do you know what I'm going to call this turtle? I will call it an
Like a
omnivore. What do I call it? Omnivore. Why it's omnivore?
or something.
No, Eileen. Why do I call this turtle omnivore? Because this omnivore eats what and what?
Seaweed and squid and scallop.
Excellent. So this animal will eat plant and meat both together. What about a jaguar? Look at this jaguar. What is this jaguar going to eat? Only meat. Excellent. So I will call this jaguar
a meat or some animals.
Excellent. I will call it a carnivore. So we have three kinds. I have a carnivore, omnivore, and a herbivore. All of them are living things. But what do they eat? Now we will know. If it eats only a plant, I will call it a herbivore. If it eats only a meat, I will call it omnivore. But if it eats both, I will call it a carnivore. See? Some animals, they eat both. Like a bear. A bear will eat a fish. Also, a bear can eat berries. So, a bear can eat both plant and animal. So, a bear is a carnivore. This is for a consumer, يا لمار الفارح. This is a consumer who can eat living things. Living things will eat other living things. There is another kind of living. I call it a decomposer. Take a look at this mushroom. This mushroom is a decomposer. Why do I call it a decomposer? Because a decomposer will release special chemical which will help this decomposer to break down dead organism. See? So a decomposer will eat a dead organism. It will not eat a living thing. A mushroom. Is a mushroom living or non-living? A mushroom is a living.
Non-living. It's a living.
Excellent. It's a living thing. A mushroom is a living thing. Will eat what? Will eat a dead plant. See? This is a dead tree. A dead tree. And a mushroom will release special chemicals so it can help it to decompose the tree and grow. Eat from this tree.
I have a question.
Yes, what is your question?
How the mushroom is a plant. It doesn't move. How it can eat?
Okay, the mushroom have special chemicals. They will release it on the trees and they will absorb all the things inside the tree so they can grow. Okay, clear?
Okay, thank you.
Now let's underline the word decomposer so we can go and write in our notes.
Miss, can I ask you a question?
Of course, what is your question?
My question is, the animals that cannot make their own food, what are they called?
Producers. If there's no animal can make their own food, only plant who make their own food. And we call the plant who make their own food producers because they produce, they make their own food. But a
Okay,
consumer,
thanks for telling me.
okay, you're very welcome. A consumer is some living thing eats another living. And the third one is a decomposer. And a decomposer is an organism that breaks down dead organisms for food, like a mushroom or earthworms or even bacteria. These are all examples of who? Of decomposers. Did you finish underlining?
Yes.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done.
Miss,
No,
I am
no,
at the
no,
tutor.
no.
I'm not done.
Can I go to the bathroom,
Miss,
please?
Miss,
You want to
Miss,
go to
we
the bathroom? Close the
underline it
mic.
from we underline it all from the middle.
Here,
I'm done.
organisms that break down dead organism for food. What I am underlining, yeah, Habibti Leen.
No, I mean you underline two. You
Yes,
underline it under it and
yes,
middle. I underline it like this also.
yes.
Just
But I
Okay, Habibi. Again, about bathroom and water. If you need bathroom and water, you just can close your camera and finish, come back quickly and turn it on again. Okay? Okay? Very good. Now, yeah, Habibi, let's open your notebook and write with me. I want you to open the notebook or the piece of paper that you have and write with me. Okay? This is the summary of our lesson. Okay, first of all, let's write how many kinds of living things we know. Living things. Okay? Living things can be, they can be producers, or they can be
consumer,
consumers,
mer-
excellent, or
oh,
they can be,
and
Miss, we write this
carnivore,
in our
a
notebook.
carnivore,
yes,
carnivore.
decomposers. Yes, Habibi, before you write, just look at me, look at the screen. After I finish, I will give you the time to write. So, living things, they can be producers,
Miss,
consumers,
we write the title of it.
living things. Habibi, do not write. Allah يخليكم يا ماما. Please, ya mama, please. Look at the screen with me. Later, I will give you the time for you to write. Okay?
Okay.
Now, we said the living things, they can be producers or consumers or decomposers. Now, I want you to tell me, what are producers? Producer, what are they? A producer
Is a living thing that make food by themselves.
excellent, living things make
Food with themselves.
their own food.
Miss, you're right there around. The I should be
That's correct. Thank you, Lian. Thank you, my
even
English teacher. So living things make their own food. These are a producer. What about a consumer? What is a consumer?
consume it plants and leaves and other animals.
Okay, very good. Who else? Guys, come on. Who is a consumer? Who is a consumer? Living.
An animal.
Living. Things.
Miss, you don't write now.
No, do not write.
Okay.
Eat
Miss.
what? Other living things. Like who?
Thanks. Like plants, trees.
No.
Leaves.
Consumer, like a giraffe. When a giraffe eats a plant, a giraffe is a living thing and a plant is a living thing. What about decomposers, like a mushroom? A mushroom is a living thing.
Decomposers. Decomposers.
Living.
That
Living things, they break down
down
dead
dead plants. Dead
them
dead trees.
or food. Now let's see the example of a producer. These are the kind of what? These are the main kind of living things. So we have a producer and a consumer and a decomposer. Okay? A producer needs what? Need
Producer.
sunlight or
Sunlight
the energy
and
from sunlight
and water.
and water. This is the sun. I'm drawing the sun so you don't forget that producers, they need the sun. What do they need from the sun, ya Lamar?
Miss, do we also write the sun?
Habibi, you write everything I write. Everything I do, everything I make, you will write. What do they need from the sun?
I know. They say energy.
Al-Falih. What do they need from the sun? Energy. Excellent, excellent. Okay. What is the example of producer? Like who?
Producer make their own food.
Who makes their own food? What do I call
The
them?
plants. Plants.
Okay, please, someone else, ya habibi. I have only Lina al-Bahith. Like plants. Huh?
They make sugars.
Miss, how are we gonna write all of this? It's so a lot.
It's not a lot.
not going to write no, it's not.
Okay, what about decomposers?
Decomposers.
Like who?
Like
Miss, I want to try.
Yes, yes, Yarima, try.
Do I think the decomposers, they mash their mushrooms? I don't
Yes.
think.
Mushrooms, earthworms.
Earthworms and
Bacteria.
Bacteria. But Miss, can
Yes.
I tell you something?
Yes.
The bacteria comes to them. They are gonna have to wash them, right? Because they don't get sick.
Yes. Okay, Habibi. Now let's go
Miss, we
back
write
to
also.
consumers.
Miss, we wrote the sun. Miss, we draw the sun. We write the.
You
We
mama.
draw the sun.
Yes.
Yes, we draw the sun. Above the producers, and
Of
we write
course,
energy
because
inside it.
the energy starts over here with the producer.
Miss, we write energy inside it.
Miss, can I tell you something?
Habibi, we don't have time. بعدين, you will tell me, Miss, I did not write. Miss, there's no time to write. Okay? So please, 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 let us continue. After that, you can tell me whatever you want. A
Miss, now can I write?
is a living thing
Now I
that
write.
eats other living things. Okay? Like who? A giraffe will eat only a tree.
Plants.
What do I call a giraffe? I
A
call it
giraffe is a consumer.
herbivore.
Herbivore.
What do I call a giraffe? A
Herbivore.
Okay. What if a lion eats only a deer? Only
A meat.
what do I call it? Omnivore. What do we call it? Omnivore. But if a turtle can eat a meat and a plant, I will call
No.
it a carnivore.
Carnivore.
Okay, girls, I have Ondiline. Ondiline, who understand with me? Huh? So,
I understand.
I understand. I mean, I am a poet.
okay, so I have a herbivore, omnivore, and a carnivore. All these are kinds of what? Of
Living
consumers. All these are kind of
consumers.
excellent. Now we will write them again.
Yes, we write. Now we write.
لا يا مام. So a herbivore
Is eating plant.
eating only
Plant. Leaves.
plants. Omnivore
It's meat.
only
Meat.
meat. Excellent. And a carnivore
It only can eat meat. Can eat meat and
Plants.
excellent. Now,
Miss,
is it clear?
can I?
Is it clear? Now please
Yes.
start writing. Please start
Okay.
writing.
Okay.
Miss, can
Yes.
I revise the words? Because right now I want, well, right, like after the lesson when you put the recording, we can revise the.
Of course, I need this paper tomorrow also with you when we continue our lesson. Okay? When we continue our lesson, I need you guys
Yes, we start writing.
your paper too.
Yes, we start writing.
Can I write it?
Yes,
and,
please start writing now.
Okay, I will draw first thing. I will draw a circle, and write living thing.
While you are writing, ya habibi, I want to revise with you again. How many kinds of living things do we have?
Animals, humans, plants, and food, right? No, not food. There's three, Miss.
How many kinds of living things do we have? We have three kinds of living things. They are producers, consumers, and decomposers. How many kinds of living things? Three. Producers, consumers, decomposers. Okay, if a living thing eats, they make their own food. What do I call them?
Producers.
If they eat other living thing, what do I call them?
Consumers.
Excellent, girls. What about living things who break down dead organisms? Decomposers. Excellent, excellent, excellent. If an animal eats only plants, so it's a
Herbivore.
herbivore. If an animal eats only meat, this animal is a
Omnivore.
omnivore. Excellent. What if this animal eats both meat and plant?
Carnivore.
Very, very, very good. Very good. Okay, girls, that was everything for today. We are going to stop recording the rest of the time for you to write. Okay? Bye-bye recording.